We're here with California Baptist University coach Gary Adcock, pitcher Andrew Bernstein, and catcher Bryce Macy. Coach, can you give me your initial thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, I thought it's a good college baseball game. I thought both guys on the mound did well and had that playoff atmosphere and vibe. It was tough to get swings, which it should be in an opening game of a playoff. You got two number ones going at each other, and it's a good game.
Any questions from the media?
Obviously, it was a well-pitched game, like you said. You guys had just the one hit there through, I believe, the first 5 or 6 innings. Were you starting to be patient there, knowing that eventually the offense would come around, or was there one thing that maybe the pitcher was doing?
When we played these guys a month or so ago, he didn't have the ability to throw as many strikes early. We had more leverage counts when we played him in the past. We were able to use those to our advantage. What he was doing early in the first 4 or 5 innings is he had a pretty good mix going on first pitch. He could throw a strike with most anything, and he could even pitch a little backwards when need be. I thought once the 5th, 6th, and 7th rolled around, his efficiency waned a little bit. We got a little better hitting counts. We pushed the ball around a little bit more. So probably early on it was more him, and then late we created opportunities, just didn't get the swing. 8th and 9th, we're starting to put more pressure on. We're just one hit away from a different ball game. But credit to him in those first 4 or 5 innings.
You mentioned this week how tough it would be to kind of have to work your way through the loser's bracket. Now that you're there, what do you tell the guys in terms of bouncing back?
We're staring down a long road, absolutely. The benefit of this tournament is we get the off day on Sunday. I think that's an advantage for anybody working their way through the loser's bracket. It's an extra day of rest. So, not to be cliche-ish, but our mantra's been kind of one game at a time, celebrate each win as it comes. And now we got the unique opportunity to try to send everybody home, one at a time through the loser's bracket. And I like challenges, and that's a pretty daunting task, and hopefully we're up to that challenge.
The pitching change, what was the thing going on there?
Well, I had in my mind if we got to 2 strikes that I was going to bring in Montgomery. He's got swing and miss stuff. I didn't want a bleeding hit. I didn't want a jam shot single. I went out to the mound intending to pull Andrew, and he basically talked me out of it, body language-wise, and he's earned that and deserved that. So he said he could get him before I even got to the mound. So my plan changed when I got to the mound, and I left him in. Once we got to 2 strikes, I thought, I needed Montgomery's wipeout stuff, and just got the rule wrong. So can't go out same hitter twice.
Okay.
So just got the rule wrong, and the first mistake I've ever made in my life. It's a joke. But Andrew picked me up and got the hitter out, and Justin came in and showed his swing and miss stuff. So everything worked out besides the final score.
For the players, obviously, now that so it's one game at a time, literally. How do you guys bounce back?
I just think we rely on the offense a little more. We were kind of a little slow. We kind of picked it up in the 8th and 9th inning, but we'll take the 8th and 9th inning and bring it into the next games that we'll have and just roll through all of that. And I know the pitchers will pick us up too. The pitchers have been doing well the last couple of series, so they'll be right there.
This is known as kind of a hitter's ballpark. Again, did you feel like, okay, we'll get it going here eventually, and there's just kind of a slow start? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we were always one swing away. We had guys out multiple times, so we were always one swing away from tying the game up, getting a couple runs, even going ahead. But we'll be fine the next couple of games coming up.
A little bit about, you kind of waiting out there as well in terms of, okay, I'm pitching well, one run or one big hit, you kind of trying to feel kind of patient? Or
How did I wait?
Maybe? Were you feeling a little impatient? I mean, you're pitching well, but all you need is, we need to get one big hit to get us back in this game?
You could say we just needed one thing.
Yeah.
I just needed that one pitch. But it really just comes down to, I think we played a great game, and I wouldn't change the way we played, of course. Of course, we wanted to win, but I think that we go into the next games with the same mentality, same focus, and same relaxed, loose, energetic, dugout and atmosphere, because I think that that's going to get us out of the losers bracket and into the championship on Monday.
Can you talk about, for you, Andrew, I think from the second to the fifth or sixth inning, you were kind of like 15 in a row or so. What did you have going in that stretch right there? You were just lights out.
Use the microphone, please.
Oh yeah. I had my changeup. That's been my pitch this year, and I could throw at any count. I fall behind and throw at 3-2. I could throw at 2-0 counts. That was my out pitch. That was working. I thought that I had pretty good location of my fastball today, and with the sequences that we worked, every once in a while we could drop a breaking ball in there for a strike, and when we needed to. So it was just all sequence, I think, that really set us up for success. And I think that the biggest thing was I just had trust in my defense, and I knew that my offense was going to grind it out, and they did for an inning and so and got me back in the game. But I made a mistake, and that happens. But I think that the main success is just trusting my defense and letting everything work.